Hey folks, Heavy Duty Reviews here. Gonna be taking apart my extractor today and just clean it out, make sure it's functional, nothing needs replaced. To do this I'll need this is a 332-inch punch. You can see 332, and this is the only mallet I got right now. I've got punches and mallet kit, gunsmith kit, on its way from Heavy Duty, or from CD&N Sports. So first what we do is we take out the magazine, empty the chamber. Can't see me doing that on camera, but I've never did an actual gunsmithing video while my camera's not really set up for that, I guess. But I'm not even sure if I can do this, because I kind of got to move the camera around. So what we do first is we just take the slide off, which is very simple on a PX4 Storm. Watch it be hard now that I've said it was really simple. There we go. Just compress these two buttons down on either side like a Glock. You take off your captive recoil spring and rotating block. This thing's got a lot of oil in it. Take out the barrel, which I polished. It's got a lot of oil on it too. I should probably put on gloves. I'll be right back. So I'm back with gloves and with paper towels to get this excess freaking oil off of these parts. I believe in oiling it, but I think I went a little too crazy. It doesn't need that much oil. Not at all. Okay, that looks better. Nothing wrong with oiling the guide rod and stuff, but you don't want to get too crazy with it. Keep that guide rod in there. I really want to change out, maybe put a DPMS or DPM recorded reduction system and a stainless steel guide rod in this gun, but that's for another day. That's not going to happen today. There's the slide. It's very oily too oily in fact, and I'm getting crud out of it, of course, because when you bring all the stuff out, see that kind of crud like that. Okay, but let's examine the extractor. It looks like it's in good shape. I mean, aside from a ton of oil. I really over-oiled this gun. But it's my mainstay. It's my everyday carry if I'm not carrying like the 66 Combat Magnum or the 629 or the SIG. I've only carried the SIG once because it's kind of a really nice gun. I'm afraid of got my cleaning patches, and I've got some Q-tips as well. The gun is completely empty and taken apart. Let me clean that off a little bit better. Barrel, it's still very grimy. I might put a tad bit on where the locking block goes. Oh, there's already some in that, but that's fine. It's as shiny as I want it to be. I don't need it to be any more shinier than that. Now to do this, I don't have a gunsmith block. That is also on order from CD&N Sports. I do have this out of the way. Take this out of the way. Take all of this out of the way, actually. I do have a couple of these that I can just set. Hopefully it won't go flying every freaking where. Well, I need to do this like this. Let me move the camera. Dang it. This is much easier to do without filming it. You just punch this. Watch the camera fall when I start. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on camera, folks. So, because my tripod is really small. I need a longer tripod, so I will pause it right here. Okay. Now I got the pin out. This is the pin. It comes out at an angle. Let's see how it's angled up there somehow, maybe. But I got the pin out. It's a little dirty. Now you just can't do this on camera because I need two hands and I'm using this for one hand. So I'll take out the extractor, make sure not to lose the two springs, one spring inside the other spring. And there is the extractor, the spring, and the pin. And the extractor is pretty cruddy. It's pretty gummed up. The spring is too. It's pretty gummed up. It's getting all kinds of black stuff. But also, I'm gonna go in here with a Q-tip. That's where the firing springs pin, the firing pin spring and the firing pin are in there. And I'm gonna go in there with some Q-tips and clean that out. Okay, it's neat because what you couldn't see under the grime was the loaded chamber indicator on this Beretta PX4 Storm, which is marked by that red marking right there. It pokes out a little bit whenever it's there's a round in the chamber. Cleaned it up. It was pretty dirty. It's all clean now. So, gonna take Q-tips, clean out the firing pin and spring a little bit, and we'll come back. Okay, so as you can see, this is what I got out of cleaning out the where the firing pin and spring were and all that good stuff. Pretty dirty. It's very clean now. Cleaner, way cleaner. Still gonna put one drop of oil in there to keep it lubricated, keep everything running smooth without all the gunk in there now. And I'm going to put this back together. Okay, I got everything back together. Roll pins back in there, the extractor's back in there. I oiled everything up inside a tad bit. I'm going to function test it next. I need both hands to do that. Okay, so I snapped it back in there. You gotta hear it snap before you put the slide back on the frame. Like so. Well, you gotta make sure that's all together. This is so much harder to do on camera. Okay, so far it works. Let's try some ammo. Okay, so far so good. where the safety is on, but and locks open on the last one. So 13 rounds, and I'd say the extractor is working just fine. And the hammer's down because it is on safe. Now, to pick up all these bullets and get rid of some of this oil that's on this gun. Back in a flash. So I ran a few more magazines of ammo through it, and it ejected them fine, you know, fed them fine, ejected fine. So the extractor is good to go. The slide is much to be desired. This is a gun that I carry all the time. It's my go-to gun. It is completely empty, by the way. There's nothing in it, and there's no magazine. But it does have a sweet trigger. Single action, double action. I slicked up all the internal parts. It's got a really good sight picture. The reset's not bad at all. It's right there. And I put the spring out of a 92. Beretta 92. Some people use a Cougar D-spring. I have a Cougar 8000 Beretta. Nah, if you really want a good one, use one out of a 92. It's this particular weight of trigger or spring and for the hammer, and that's why my Talon grips are cut up, because I had to take the back strap off and take the innards out, you know, get the. So this gun is it's in need of some tender love and care, and started off with the extractor today, and it works fine. It is good to go. It extracted two full. It fed and extracted two full magazines, a 14 plus 1 round and a 12 round magazine. So no problems there. The slide, I'm going to do something to it. I may re-blue it. I may Cerakote it. I may just take it down to the metal and polish it to shine like the barrel, but I don't think I want to do that. I might just leave the accents, like the safety decockers and the hammer. I might polish and shine those up, and maybe the slide release levers, and leave the barrel black, like make it really black when I re-blue it. That might look good because the barrel's already polished and good to go. It's got oil on it right now, so it's hard to really see how polished it actually is. But yeah, that's the video, folks. Have a good one.